Howdy. So here we are in F1 2021, sitting in the Red Bull RB16B. Today we're going to be trying to beat Max Verstappen's pole position lap in Austria. Max Verstappen's qualifying time was a 103.72, so let's see if I can beat that. That is an extremely fast time. So here we are. Here's my first clean lap where I set an actual lap time that wasn't invalidated. Take turn one, I slide off, don't get like that much traction coming off the corner, so but we're still up 1/100th of a second on my previous best, which was not a full lap. It had some cuts in it, so braking right at the yellow board up above me. I don't know if that's the actual braking point for that or not. Then coming around, braking like at the 50. I don't like that braking, what I just did there, and looks like the ghost that I'm trying to beat, he goes off into the gravel right there. I ride the curb a lot, which I'm not supposed to. I need to stay off that curb a lot, and then coming around, bringing it around too slow, bring it in, and that's going to set a lap time of a 105.943. Just for reference, Max Verstappen's qualifying time was a 103.72, so we are 2 seconds off pace right now, a little over 2 seconds. So I think we have it. I think I have it in me, but we're gonna see this. The session that I did is about an hour long, so I'm just gonna paste together some of the good laps that I had. See if we can get down to 103.7, maybe into the 103s. If I get in the 103s, that'll be good for me. That's what I want. But as you can just see, there's gonna be a lot of spins. There's gonna be a lot of just overshootings, overcooking the corners, restarting laps. I think probably 25 laps. We're just restarting it and just going about it and just spinning, just overcooking it and doing all the stuff that you don't want to be doing. So here's another lap. This one was invalidated, but it was faster up on the time. As you can see, I just pulled a 105.8. So this is where it gets invalidated. I go a little bit too wide, but I get a good run out of it. So I'm up a tenth, 1.2 seconds on, or 0.12 seconds up on my previous. Brake at the 100 board, turn in pretty good. Get a decent amount of traction coming out, and now I'm up 2/10 on my previous time. So we shoot down here, try to brake around the yellow board, turn in, and try not to touch the grass, and we do that successfully. Now we're up 3/10. I probably broke a little bit hard, turned in a little bit too early, but we're still good. We turn in, and we don't ride the curb on the right too much, but we do. And now we're almost up 5/10, and I think we brake a little bit too hard on that one. I think we're slamming on the brake too much. We come along, and we don't get the invalid lap on that left-hand curb. That one you literally just touch it with a feather, touch it with your finger, you'll go off and it'll invalidate your lap time. But that was a fast one. That was a 1.54, something like that. So let's get a lap in the 1.4s, and we'll see how I do with that one as I restart, because I blew past my braking point. And let's restart this lap. So we're on board for another good lap, and we are on lap 16, probably 30-ish, counting all the restarts. This was like, I think, 30 minutes after that other lap. So we get a really good run out of that first of corner one, and we're up on our time. And so we're coming up, brake at the 100 board, turn in second gear, get a decent amount of traction in, but we're losing to our old time a bit, so we're pretty much even with the 105.5. But right here we get a really good run around that sweeping corner, and Come around here, keep it tight, shoot out wide, and bring it in. Don't necessarily need to touch the curb on that one, and we don't run a lot of curb on the outside. And now we're up half a second. Brake at the 50, bring your speed in and come in, and make sure not to run wide, because if you run wide coming out of that corner, you will lose your lap time. So we finished 7/10 up on that lap, and we have a 104.8. So now we are, what is that? Exactly, or almost exactly 1 second behind Max Verstappen's pole position lap. So on this lap, we get a good run out of the first corner, and we come in, brake at the 100 board, and turn in, and we just give it a little bit too many beans, and I get frustrated about here because this is lap 18, maybe lap 35, lap 30-ish, that I've been trying to do this, been sitting down for 40 minutes trying to bust out some quick laps, and I just can't. But it takes time, it takes some practice, and I restart and I go back again. I was like, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna be like, I'm done, I need to go take a break, and I'm gonna go get some water, you know. But I jump right back into it, and probably not the best idea. Probably need to take a break, and I immediately just throw it right right out of bounds, and I wasn't too happy about that. So this is the final lap that I do in my session of trying to beat Max Verstappen's pole position lap of the Austrian Grand Prix, which was a 103.72. So we're coming around. We get a decent run out of corner 1. And the corner 1 bounds are so weird. Like, I feel sometimes that I don't shoot out too far, and then I get a track limit penalty. But I mean, whatever. It's it's a video game. But come around here, we're not too far behind. We're a tenth off the delta, which is not terrible. I think I could make that up somewhere. But we come in, do this corner kind of good. Don't touch the grass, so that's a positive. You know, you gotta take your positives away. Okay, brake at the 50, and we invalidate our track, our time right there. I don't know, like, I feel like I was doing that the whole entire time, and it didn't invalidate it, but it invalidates there. And you know, getting exhausted at this point, you know, and just arms are fatigued. I actually had my force feedback settings like on like super high for some reason. I need to turn them down. But at this point, you know, I'm like, oh, screw this, I'm out of here. And in session, I'm like, okay, no, I'm just gonna bin it. I'm just gonna bin it right here, and we're gonna go up the hill. We're just gonna do some donuts, just some aggravating donuts, because it's something that I cannot do, that I need more practice with. But this is the first day with the game, so hopefully, or I will get better. So hopefully we can return and do other pole position laps. But in conclusion, for me, it's not possible right now. It is not possible. So we're getting my XP, bonus XP. Can't believe they have a battle pass in F1 2021. Wow. I wonder if I can get a pump shotgun out of it. I don't know. So what I finished with is a 104.831. My session theoretical best is a 104.827. So I think my sector 1, 2, and 3 that was my best for that lap, and so that's where we end the video. In conclusion, I did not beat him. Max Verstappen is godlike and cannot be beaten, especially by me. So have a good one, and I hope you have a good night.